Hey guys, this is the Waco Kid. It is Sunday, June 26th, 2022, and this is just a heads up video. I'm not going to be going into detail on certain topics. I just wanted to give an overview of some of the I Told You So videos that are going to be coming Devin Larratt's way. And I don't give a shit if he doesn't look at them. People that he knows will see him and they'll talk to him about it. So he's going to get wind of it regardless. But the first video that I will be going over will be these might not be in order, but I'm definitely going to do a reaction video to all the trolls and the naysayers and the negative people and the haters that left comments on my prediction videos. And I'll be putting up some of their comments and how they happen to just disappear. They've gone away. They've disappeared. So that'll be one video that'll be coming your way. Con men. Trolling. Remember that show called Punked with Ashton Kutcher, I believe? Yeah, Ashton Kutcher. I believe that was the guy. Could have been somebody else. Fraud. So that's going to be a whole other video too. A lot of people know the word con man, aka Devin Larratt, but they don't really understand what con man means. What is the derivation of con? Well, it's a nick for confidence. And back in the olden days, in the 40s and 50s, that person used to be termed confidence man. And so unlike a home invader or a burglar or a mugger who is not going to gain your confidence and become your friend and say things that you want to hear, he's just going to hit you over the head or shoot you or use a knife and take what he wants. The confidence man or con man works more like Devin Larratt. He instills emotion, excitement, and then eventually confidence in what he wants you to believe so that he can gain something from it. The sport of arm wrestling gained nothing from Devin Larratt at all. I mean, what can you name that the sport of arm wrestling gained if Devin Larratt had not been born? I mean, as long as the internet still came about and everything, we would be right where we are today, but without all the bullshit that Devin Larratt has brought. So he has brought nothing to the sport but shenanigans, trickery, crap, and yes, fraud. So we're going to talk about that. For example, before all of his bullshit back in December or January, would you have bet $1,000 in favor of Devin winning? You certainly would not have. I think most people were planning on betting on Levon. Even his fanboys were either going to abstain or maybe bet a small amount on Levon. By using fraud and con type tactics, he changed that around and caused hundreds, thousands of people to lose a ton of money. We're going to go into that in detail and why that might put Devin Larratt's well-being and his family's well-being in a hairy predicament. I didn't bet, so I don't have a gripe against him. He didn't steal any of my money and he didn't con me, anything like that. But there are people out there, my friends, who have lost a ton of money that would not have bet on Devin Larratt, but for all the bullshit, all the fraud. Let's be clear. What is fraud? Fraud is when you cause somebody to rely on something that is not true. Listen again. That's a legal definition. Fraud is when you cause somebody to rely on something that is not true. And I think it's obvious what Devin Larratt caused so many people to rely on that wasn't true, but we're going to talk about that in yet another video. And then what else? And then my predictions. So I have a couple of videos. This is the intelligent man's thinking game. I don't need to have quantity of years of arm wrestling. I need to have a high IQ. And that's what I applied when I dug down deep with Levon and Devin. I didn't do that with some of my other predictions that I lightly predicted, like Irakli and Todd Hutchins. I looked at both of them for about a couple of minutes, and I liked Todd Hutchins, but I just thought Irakli, it was his time. I thought that he was going to bring it. But I didn't spend too much time. With Devin and Levon, I spent a shitload of time, especially up until now, researching and trying to find out everything I could on both these guys and what the likely outcome was. And I got 2 out of 3 right. You're going to have to go back and watch my previous videos. I got the injury part right. I got the Flashpin 6.0 right. The one that I did not get right was that he was going to use an excuse, a plausible, realistic excuse not to show up to the match. So I got 2 out of 3. So we're going to talk about that, and we're going to talk about how, unlike some of the commenters that said, "Oh, a broken clock is right 2 times a day." No, it's not that. It's not that. This is the intelligent man's thinking game that looked at all the crap that his fanboys were commenting and looked at all the videos and everything else that was going on made by both men, but mainly Devin Larratt, and added it all up, adding up Devin Larratt coming up to equaling shit. Okay? Most of you, at least you fanboys, could not see through his fraud, deception, and Devin Larratt's shit. You couldn't see through it. I could, and we're going to talk about how I was able to do that. Until then, you're going to have to keep it cool. I actually have another life outside of arm wrestling. That is most of my life. Arm wrestling is just a couple of percentage points of my life. I got something else that I do quite a lot better than arm wrestling, and I need to get to it right now. But you'll see me in a couple new videos soon. Waco Kid. I'll see you next time.